I purchased Eustis Lakeside Dental in 1993 after Dr. Wilkins, who had started the practice, suddenly passed away. And then in 2019, I started looking at trying to bring somebody on board. And I met Dr. Young at that time.
When I initially looked at the practice, Wade was looking for someone to buy the practice, and I was looking for a practice to purchase. So there was never a hidden agenda. We both were there for the same reason.
The ideal person would be somebody with high clinical standards that's going to provide excellent care to the patients. Somebody who could work with me and then continue the legacy that we started on into the future when I'm not here anymore.
We try to make sure that the patient knows that we care about them. You know, it's not just the dentistry. You know, I want to know how your cruise went. I'm sorry to hear that your hip surgery's been difficult, and I hope that your husband's doing better from his recent illness. You know, those are things that Wade had in practice before, and we've just carried that on, because that's always been a part of the dentistry I've practiced. I've been in dentistry 21 years in the industry.
Dr. Young fits the practice philosophy that I've worked at for 30 years so well. She is exactly the kind of person I was looking for when I started thinking about transitioning the practice and ultimately selling the practice to her.
It was great to step into such a legacy. And the legacy actually started in the little brick building that's next to us in 1964. And again, I still find that it was God's way that led Wade to purchase that practice in Eustis. And then when Wade decided to sell his practice to me, our plan was for him to stay on as long as he could physically be capable to do it. With that said, when I became owner of the practice, it was just a torch that continued to be carried, and that was the service to the community. So that's important to me, and I'm honored to be part of that legacy.
The patients at Eustis Lakeside Dental should feel exceptionally confident that they will continue to get the same level of care and the same level of service that they have been used to for the last 30 years. Dr. Young is an outstanding dentist, she's an outstanding leader, and she's an outstanding community pillar.
Again, I can only say that it was serendipitous and directed by God to have brought me here, to have met him and been part of his life. I just feel extremely blessed to have had Wade come into my life, and that, you know, he brought me to Eustis.